Ask the Messenger's TV show is a TV show that educates, informs, and entertains our viewers on public health issues such as mental illness, suicide, addiction, illness and disease, COVID-19 relief, crime, domestic violence, homelessness, human trafficking, employment opportunities, healthcare, and more. And now, Ask the Messengers.
Today on Ask the Messengers, in our Doing Business in Detroit series, our field reporter, Che Monet, takes us to Mix Factory One Studios, located in Southfield, for a one-on-one interview with owner Ivy Duncan. Plus, Terri Weems, the group executive for Workforce and Detroit at Work, talks about the expungement programs available for the City of Detroit residents. Plus, in our author series with Kimberly Mallory, her guest, LeVerne Moore-Slaughter, author of God Encounters Are Real. Ask the Messengers begins now. Hi, everybody. You know, we love bringing you live information. We are always at the cutting edge. As you know, we are at Mix Factory One Studios. This is how you reach them. And this is not their only mobile venture. They actually have a mobile studio. We're going to go inside and we're going to interview them. You all already know we bring you amazing businesses, amazing talent. I am here. Look at this. The only word I can think of is magnanimous. This studio, we're at Mix Factory One. Tell our viewers your name and a little bit about your business.
I'm Ivy Duncan from Mix Factory One Studios. I record major artists, independent artists. I have a team of engineers, a full staff, people that develop people's craft. If you need a place to record, come to the Mix Factory.
That's right. And you've been in business a while now. How long have you been in business?
The studio been open since 2012. So
over 10, 2012?
30 years though.
You've been what?
Engineer for 30 years.
He's been engineering for 30 years. And I'm telling you, when I walked up and saw this place, it's not just this studio here. In this building, how many studios do you have?
4 studios.
You have 4 studios. Now, how did you come about? What inspired you to actually get into this business?
Well, I kind of fell into this business. You know, I was an artist and I couldn't afford studio time. And then I started investing in equipment. And then one thing led to another. I was in there making some music, and someone asked me how much it cost to record. And I came up with a price, and it turned into a business.
So you fell into this. You started buying your own equipment. When you were buying your own equipment, can you even remember kind of like the first piece of equipment, like when you had to rub your nickels together? How much did you start with? I really want to know.
Man, this keyboard called the Insonic EPS 16 Plus.
16 plus, how much did you pay for it?
It was like $2,500 back then. It was expensive.
So you just figured, okay, this is what I want to do. This is my passion, and this is how I'm going to go about. And then that branched off into all this?
Yeah, I went to school for it. Then I did an internship at Vanguard Studios or underneath Mike Powell and Pajam Productions and stuff like that. So did that for years and stuff like that, and then decided to do my own thing.
So you're educated, you have all this, you've been in this business a while. Starting this and working with these artists, these producers, what kind of obstacles have you had to overcome in this business? Because I know it's a lot. You've been in business a while, so.
I mean, sometimes it's difficult, you know, working with artists. You know, some of them need more work and don't understand they need more work. So you get artists that think they can really sing and stuff like that, or rap and stuff like that, and you gotta, you know, to let them know in a good way that you need help, and we're here to help you.
So basically, you've had to work with artists, and obviously the producers work for you, so that's not ever an issue. But the artistry, that's the catch. People want something. You give them a product, though. In the end, most people are satisfied. So tell our viewers kind of where to find you, if they want to record, how do they get in touch with you?
You can call 248-799-9390, or you can visit our website at mixfactory1.com.
So he's been inspired. He wanted to be an artist himself. He knows what it is to be on both sides of the coin.
both sides.
We thank you so much. And he's in the community. You guys, he's not just somewhere way far out. Where are you located?
In Southfield, Michigan.
In Southfield, Michigan, right here on 9 Mile. And I mean, I've recorded here, so I'm going to tell you, I've seen so many people walk in and out of here. You would not believe radio personalities, gospel artists, rappers, singers. I mean, wow. So I just want to thank you so much for coming on. Mix Factory One. Anybody, when I say anybody, if you have a dream, they're going to get you together. Are you going to get them together?
We're going to get you together, get you right.
Get you right. There are multiple studios here. And, oh, wait, you used to own other studios as well, right? You guys know how to build these things.
Yeah, we know how to build them. So we do build studios. If people want call if you're interested in getting a studio design and stuff like that, in your home or in your business.
You not only can record, they will help you build. Look, they will help you build your dream. So you guys, you got to get in touch with Mix Factory One. Ivy Duncan here. This man has been in business so long, and he is renowned. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Without Project Clean Slate, there is no telling where I would be right now.
It gave him back his life, because once he got the felony, it seemed like life was over.
Being unemployed, being depressed, being a burden. Project Clean Slate helped wipe those things away. I can't say thank you enough. I am now able to work for a reputable airline. Detroit had my back, all because I live in Detroit.
All right, this is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers, and today I'm so excited. We are back at the city of Detroit. We're inside of the mayor's office, but we are here to talk more about Detroit at Work and their programs, and what better to have someone who is the crust behind all of it, no, most of it. And listen, let me tell you guys how excited I am. Now, Vicki Thomas, friend for life, been knowing her for years, and I'm so happy to have her as a co-host with me today for this segment.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited. So let's get right into it, Miss Terri. Can you just tell me what your position is? What's the group executive workforce, Terri Weems?
Sure.
What is that all about?
So I'm the group executive for Detroit at Work and the Workforce Board. So I'm responsible for the strategy and executing on the strategy as defined by the mayor and the Workforce Board around jobs, employment, and connecting employers to talent.
Okay.
Essentially, our goals are to increase residential employment, to reduce barriers for folks, to make sure that they're able to get to what they need to, and then also to make sure that we are improving economic self-sufficiency and reducing poverty for Detroiters across the city.
Wow. Okay.
And so, Tina, you know all about our Detroit for Life marketing campaign.
Absolutely.
And so when we launched the campaign back in the fall, we launched it looking at some of the Detroit at Work programs, specifically Learn to Earn.
Okay.
And we highlighted Misty and Shirley. We love Misty and Shirley.
Yes.
These are two Detroit women who went through the program, got their GED, went on to get jobs, and, are reaping the benefits of the programs that the mayor created through the $827 million that Joe Biden gave to the city in federal funding. So we created all these programs and are, changing the lives of Detroiters. So talk a little bit about the Learn to Earn. Yeah.
So that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
So
Me
Learn to
too.
Earn, yes. So when I talked about reducing barriers for Detroiters, one of them is a high school diploma. Often most jobs require a high school diploma in order to get the job, right? So the mayor thought through and wanted to make sure that there were opportunities for every Detroiter, and we're meeting people where they are. So with Learn to Earn, if you don't have your high school diploma, or if you want to skill up or read better, some of our programs require that you read at a certain level. You can join the Learn to Earn program. And that program pays you to learn.
Can you believe that?
As you get
Man, where was that when I was
right.
growing up?
And I get paid to get my high school diploma.
Right. And so we, you have to be, so many years beyond high school in order to, get into the program. We don't want to encourage dropping out in order to.
Right. Stay in
in order
school,
to
yeah.
make sure that folks are progressing. But essentially, what it does is it doesn't entirely, but it's meant to remove some of the decision making around, do I go back and get my diploma or do I work? So it's not completely replacing your income, but you can earn while you learn. And so we've had over 100 graduates of the program so far. Really, really proud of that. A lot of people who are doing it not just from themselves, but so that their children can see that they're progressing, and then they're getting back into the workforce and earning more money as a result of having that high school diploma.
Wow, that's exciting. I like the title. Learn.
And it's true. It's true. You get paid to. Yeah. The mayor is really excited about the Jumpstart program. That's another one that Detroiters can take advantage of.
Okay.
And tell us a little bit more about that one.
Yeah, that is a very innovative program. I think it's sort of first of its kind, and it's aimed at getting more people into the workforce. So if you have been out of the workforce for 6 months or more, again, meeting people where they are, there are so many different programs that meet every Detroiter exactly where they are. If you've been unemployed for over 6 months, you're eligible for the Jumpstart program, which pays you $600 a month to start and then graduates down over 18 months to be in the program. Wow. There are several different tracks, again, all of them aimed at getting into employment. If you're not yet ready for employment, again, meeting where you are, you can get trained up first and then get into employment. The uniqueness about this program is that first it pays people to get into the program, recognizing that if you're out of work for 6 months or more, you're probably behind on some bills. You probably need a jump start, right? On getting back into the workforce. The other unique part of this program is that it pairs you with a mentor. And I'm noticing, this is a brand new program, started this year. I'm noticing that folks are sticking with the program longer and better as a result of, or because they've got this mentor with them, who is coaching them, who is making sure that whatever barrier they have, it's being addressed. They have somebody to talk to.
Keeping them on track.
Keeping them on track. And so very early in stage, because we, again, just started this program recently, but over 3,000 people were interested in this program. So that says a lot.
So that would be the direct impact of how it's working and working for the people then, correct?
Yes, it's drawing more people into the workforce, which is exactly what we want. We've got over 12,000 more people in the workforce this year than we did last year.
So I do want to ask a question. So people know that they can qualify, but there are some people who might feel that they don't. So like people who are felons or people who have just been released from prison or whatever the case may be, do those people, how would they qualify, or do they even qualify?
I am so glad you asked that question. Again, the mayor is totally interested in meeting and creating an opportunity for every Detroiter.
Awesome.
And to be honest with you, returning citizens are our best customers. They are perfect for programs like Jumpstart, for programs like Learn to Earn, for programs like Skills for Life, which is another one where you get to work for the city and train at the same time. We have so many programs that all of our programs are available to returning citizens. And we have additional special programs just for those who are returning from the justice system.
So there is no excuse.
There's
And then you can also take advantage of Project Clean Slate, which will help you get your record expunged too. So
and we've had that happen as well.
We've been to those jobs. Ooh,
oh my gosh,
they line up.
Gentleman named Christian who came out of the streets. He's creating a wonderful example for his entire household. Wow. He's had a case still pending. We've been with him every step of the way, and most recently, he was charged, but he got his sentence was just house arrest, so that he can continue to work and be there for his children. Right. So he's another incredible story.
There's so many great stories too about the people that are taking advantage. So we just want every Detroiter to know, number one, about all of these opportunities, and then number two, sign up, take advantage of them.
Absolutely.
And it's so important because, Ray Ray, Pookie, and Riri sitting on the porch. They don't know. They think that, not me.
And we're trying to reach Ray Ray and
Absolutely.
And Riri, don't forget Riri.
And it's showing up. We're seeing that there are so many Detroiters who are showing up to receive access to these opportunities. They exist, and they're taking advantage.
Heard it here. It's for everybody.
It's for everyone.
So get to that website, look it up for yourself, check the boxes. There is a box that speaks to your need. So don't be left behind. Let's get out here, earn and learn, and get that jump start. Vicki, thank you so much for being here with me today.
It was great being your co-host.
Yes,
Tina.
I appreciate that. So this is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers, and we will be right back.
Without Project Clean Slate, there is no telling where I would be right now.
It gave him back his life, because once he got the felony, it seemed like life was over.
Being unemployed, being depressed, being a burden. Project Clean Slate helped wipe those things away. I can't say thank you enough. I am now able to work for a reputable airline. Detroit had my back, all because I live in Detroit.
Hello, LeVerne Moore Slaughter, an amazing author. Welcome to Ask the Messengers. So we want to talk a little bit about your books. So let's go ahead and jump right in, because there's some amazing things that you talk about in your book. All the things that you survived, going through cancer and then having COVID. I mean, I don't want to tell your story, so I'm going to let you tell your story. Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, my name is LeVerne Moore Slaughter, and the title of my book is God Encounters Are Real. I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with cancer in 1999, and I was told that I had 20% chance of living, and I'm here today to talk about it. I want everybody to know that just when you get a bad diagnosis does not mean that's the end of your journey. This sickness is not unto God, but for the glory of God, that God might be glorified thereby. So let man say what he has to say, but believe and trust in God.
What had inspired you to write about God's encounters, being so real to you and the things that you experienced? Elaborate a little bit about his encounters. What did you go through when you had cancer? How did you get through it? Tell the audience a little bit about that inspired you to write this book.
Well, I was living in Florida at the time, and I was having all these different encounters with God. And I assumed that I had encounters long time ago, but I didn't know what to call them. My first encounter, I believe, was when I was 10 years old, and I saw the image of God in my old-fashioned mirror. But again, I was only 10, so I didn't realize that that was an encounter. When I was diagnosed with stomach cancer, I asked God for a rhema word. And that's when he gave me and directed me to John 11:4, which I spoke about it before, that this sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that God might be glorified thereby. So I was just standing on the word. Whenever the doctor would say, oh, we might have to take the rest of your stomach, I was like, no, I'm standing on the word. And they were like, LeVerne, you're too intelligent to talk like that. And they just didn't know the man that I knew.
Amen. Amen. So I want you to tell the audience a little bit about just what inspired you. Not only did something inspire you, but what did you learn about yourself while you were writing your book?
First of all, I'm rather an impatient person. So I found out through writing this here book and being on that journey that I had to be committed to like giving out what God had filled me with. And that's what kept me on the journey. Other than that, I would have just put the book down and would not have wrote anything about the rest of my encounters in God. So I would say that I just wanted to give other people hope and let them know that God is real and that he speaks to all of us. So I wanted to keep it going. I wanted to keep it going just so it could be printed and so people could read about it.
National Mental Health Awareness Month really helps us focus on the importance of our mental health. Just as we stress the importance of physical health, mental health is just as important. So doing things that are mindful, that really take care of our mental health and our emotional wellness. So we're encouraging during the month to really promote that and to practice it throughout the year.
The most important thing is that you acknowledge it if you do have an issue, and you are honest about it, and not concerned that the act of seeking help somehow puts you in a negative light. You're trying to be healthy, and if you can address it in that fashion, there are many people out there who can meet you halfway and help you get to a better place.
It's so important that we first of all step back and just be mindful of how we're feeling, whether it's good or bad, how we approach our day.
And there's no shame in asking for help, and there's no shame in receiving help. It gets you to a better place.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of Ask the Messengers. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to help support our show, please feel free to make a donation of any kind by visiting our show website, www.askthemessengers.org. If you prefer to mail donations, please make check or money order payable to Ask the Messengers TV show and send it to 18400 Schaefer Highway, Detroit, Michigan 48235. Ask the Messengers is the program that deals with things that help you. Thank you for watching.